Hello, strong people. We're at that point in prep where I go ahead and I do a what's in my gym bag video, because tomorrow I fly off to Vegas to compete in America's Strongest Man. That's crazy. So I think this is everything minus my sleeves. So I'm just going to go event by event. If you've seen one of these before, you kind of know what to expect, but we're going to do it anyway. So I'm definitely going to butcher the order of these events. Event 1 is max barbell press off the blocks. So I kind of work bottom to the top is what I use. So, excuse me. I use some Converse. I don't wear lifters. I don't know. I might change that in the off season. I might give lifters a go, just to see. They feel bizarre to me. I don't really like the lifters I have. I don't know if there's a difference, but that's for a different time. So wearing Converse, just flat, hard sole shoes. These things are so beat up. I'm actually concerned about the laces ripping. So that could be an issue. But got those on. I have knee sleeves over here. They're still wet because I washed them. So I might have to throw those in the dryer. But all my sleeves are kind of off here drying. So, and I guess there's some there if you can see those. I got knee sleeves. Then we got soft belt, hard belt. I use Cerberus soft belt. The Velcro is actually still pretty good on this. I may upgrade that at some point. SBD belt. I love that SBD belt. And then my elbow sleeves over there, same thing. They're wet, so they're drying. And then I have my wrist wraps here. I've had the same sleeves since I got my first pair of sleeves back in like 2019 or whatever. That's pretty crazy to think about. Or 2018, 2019, whatever it was. So maybe something like that. I don't know. They'll need an upgrade pretty soon, but I love them. So that's event 1. I would love to hit 455 in this overhead press. I'm just doing a regular push press front rack. I hit 425 fairly easily. I think I had at that time maybe 10 more pounds in me, 15 more. It felt good. Deload, whatever, deload, everything else. Maybe I get 455. I think it's a bit of a long shot, but I do want to, I want to give myself a shot at it. So I don't know for sure what my opener is going to be. I think the options are like, I forget what the lowest option is, but there's like 375, 395, 415, 435, 455. So I considered, and if you miss, you have 4 attempts, you miss once, you're out. So I thought about getting on the board with 375 and then going 415 maybe. And then 435 hopefully. And then if I get that, then I have an opportunity to hit 455. I want to give myself that opportunity. I may be jumping, way ahead of myself saying that, but I'm thinking it. So we'll see. After that, we got deadlift. I got my barefoot shoes here. These are still too big on me. I need to get a smaller pair. They're okay. I don't really have much to say about them. I'm not sponsored by any equipment companies or anything either. This is just personal stuff. So I got those on, soft belt, hard belt, and then I have these straps. I'm using these ones because it's 4 bars, getting heavier as you go, and it's kind of a speed thing, but it's not. I'm bringing these other ones as a backup. They hold a lot firmer, but they're a lot harder to get on and off than these ones. So, and I don't know how much they care about the thumbs on the bar for this. I'm obviously still going to try to keep it that way, but because it's kind of a speed ladder event, they don't care about that stuff as much usually. I'll read the rules to be sure, but the plan is to go with those ones. Plus, I just need a backup. So, and then after that, also in that event, I'd love to be able to finish the event. The last pull is 750. I've pulled more than that several times, but not at the end of a ladder. So there's some dudes who are going to blitz through it. So I'm not aiming to blitz through, I'm aiming to finish it. Who knows? We'll see. I think I was able to pull 800 a couple weeks back if I needed to. So I think that's a pretty good spot to be in to possibly finish it. We'll find out. And then the hoist. So if you're not familiar with the hoist is, I think it's 25 feet up. This basket goes with weight in it. So we're pulling at an angle. There's a pulley attached, and then the weight comes down. So we're like lapped into a thing. We have like the knee thing that goes over, and then we're pulling like this. So it's probably a bit of an experience thing to this one because it is such an interesting piece of equipment. I've never done this one, so I don't know. But no equipment for that one, just whatever shoes I have on probably because I'm not going to be really using my legs. It's going to be, from what I've seen at Nationals, there's a lot of hip drive involved. So I'm going to have to go back and watch that, kind of study what the better guys did on that event. But I am going to use liquid chalk on that one. It sticks better in my opinion. I like this liquid chalk more than any other chalk pretty much. If I had to go with a dry one, there is, I actually don't even know what it's called, but it's from Amazon, and it's like it's almost soft. It's like a soft chalk. I don't know how to really describe it, but it's great. But I'm not going to bring that. I'm just going to have this liquid chalk here. Or maybe I will bring some. I don't know. But that's all there is for the hoist. I have no idea what to expect on this. So that's into day one. Day two, I think it's frame, or is it sand? It might be sandbag toss first. I'm going to pretend it's sandbag toss first just because I don't know. I don't wear any equipment for this other than just the shoes. I wear my Converse. Some people use all these shoes. I don't know. I don't think I used anything enough to really get a good feel for it. So I'm just going to stay with what I've been doing. No other equipment for this. Maybe a little chalk if it's sweaty or slippery or whatever, but I anticipate this being my worst event. I'm not saying I'm going to do great at any of the other ones necessarily, but I am saying I can almost guarantee you, this is going to be a bad one for me. I may finish last in this. What are you going to do? Maybe I pull something out of my butt and I throw a 70 over. No, not going to happen. That'd be awesome though. It would still be almost last, I would imagine, but it'd be great for me. So there's that. Frame into circus dumbbell. Kind of an interesting one. I've never done like a carry into a press event before. I've seen them more recently since like the Rogue Invitational did it with the yoke and the log, but I've never had a chance to do it myself. So normally I would wear different things for these events, but for this one, I'm going to be wearing my Converse just because I prefer to press in them, and I need to be able to, like the circus dumbbell is the event in itself. I'm not saying the frame couldn't give me trouble or other people trouble, but I am not as concerned about that as I am about the circus dumbbell. So we'll see. But I'm going to be wearing Converse for that. I'm going to be wearing my knee sleeves, which are over there. I'm going to have hard belt, soft belt, and then one sleeve on. I just don't need another sleeve because I'm only pressing right-handed. And normally I'd wear wrist straps for circus dumbbell, but I don't like frame carry with wrist straps, and I don't think wrist straps really carry over, like help too much in circus dumbbell. I just don't feel like it does. So I haven't noticed much of a difference there. In some training days, I was wearing like another sleeve over my forearm, just to prevent the bell from like bashing into my forearm or here or wherever. I probably won't do that because these dumbbells are better than the one I have, I'd imagine, so I don't expect that to be a problem. But we'll see. And then the last event is the keg carrying load. So 3 kegs, all 25 feet away, 350, 375. I didn't mention the weights for like anything. Yeah, I did, sort of. I'll go back to the frame circus dumbbell real quick. Frame 750. not the heaviest thing. I kind of expected a little bit more. That's what I've done at OSG Regionals before, and I won that event. I've done an 800 frame since then. Not quite all 30 feet. But the circus dumbbell, I definitely need to, that's 220. So that's also kind of light. I thought it was going to be heavier. I'm okay that it's not. Even if it was like 230, 235, maybe 240, I feel like I could get a 240 bell for a single. I may be way overstepping there, but I've hit almost like a 230 for two. So maybe. But anyway, back to the keg carrying load. 350 keg, 375 keg, 400 keg. I actually don't know the height of the bar. I don't think it says. I assume 52 inches because that's usually what the men load over. For this event, I'm not going to wear any knee sleeves because these moving events like this where there's a lot of leg pump, I found out that I don't want to wear knee sleeves for those. I don't like it. They don't let my legs breathe. I feel like I pump up a lot faster with the knee sleeves, and it's almost like cutting off circulation or something when it gets pumped from the blood. So no knee sleeves for that. Definitely going to wear hard belt, soft belt. I'm going to turn the lever to the side. I usually do for stuff like this. Some people use it as like a thing to sit it on, but I don't like that. I feel like it's slippery, so I turn it to the side. No sleeves, no nothing else. But I am going to have spray tack, because for whatever reason they're allowing you to use spray tack on this event. I have not trained that way at all. I also haven't trained nearly heavy enough for this event. I've done sandbags, so they're harder in my opinion, but these kegs are going to be a lot heavier. So I did some work with kegs in general, just to get a feel for the motion, the transfers, all that stuff. So yeah, I don't really know what to expect. So for the spray tack, I'm going to just lather myself. So it's going to be on the shorts, so it sticks here in the lap. Hopefully not too much. It shouldn't with just spray tack. And then this spot here, so when I get it up, it shouldn't slide. We'll see. That's going to be a tough event. I've never done kegs in a show, so I don't really know what to expect. But oh, the wife is pulling in. Oh, and then baby powder, that is for the legs for deadlifts, because my thighs get really sticky. The bar sticks to it really bad. So I got that, and that's pretty much everything. Oh, and bands to warm up. Always gotta have bands to warm up because you don't know how much time you're gonna have to actually warm up. So I anticipate it being pretty good, but who knows? So I'm gonna call it there because, I'll give a prediction real quick. I think there's like 18 or 19. I'm like one of 3 non-pros. Man, I have no idea. 12? I'm finishing up a video.
It's looking bright in here.
That's because the lights are on. Anyway,
It's so dark out.
so I'm trying to think. I have no idea. Is 12th good? I think top 8 get money. Not like a ton, but I'm not going to complain about prize money. You know, whatever it is, it is. So I am going to call this video here. Next time you guys see me, it's going to be, maybe I'll take a little vlog while we're there. I don't know. But it'll be the recap video. I don't know when I'll do that because we're going on like a full road trip back here afterwards. So it might be a little while before I'm back in the gym. So, but until then, until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.